Oh, Vardy invited the wrong company, though.
Diving.
What do you think it's called?
D4G back at you, episode 34. Yeah, back at ya, diving for glory. What it do? Episode 34, season 2. I am your host, the happiest host there is, Mr. Pep Corsiola in the building. My man, Sir Solomon.
You're feeling like Vinny?
Oh man, my cuzzo. That's my dude. Yeah. So here we are back at you, diving for glory. We are about to look at these title races, these top 4 races, hit you up with big league reviews, Champions League preview, and as always, our prestigious and egregious D4G awards section. And we'll let you know what's coming down the pipeline in the soccer world. Don't forget, Diving for Glory attempts to post every Monday and Thursday after Champions League. This Thursday will be our last Champions League episode of the year. The last episode will be like a roundup and Champions League championship, whatever the fuck, final review. Anyway, check us out. YouTube, divingforglory.com, iTunes, all of that. Rate us. Give us your opinion. Let us know. It'll be good lucks. And, man, let's get this match, man. Just a cup. Jersey tuck, boost lace, diving for glory. Let's go. Yeah. So, man, I wonder, like, did Mourinho did he cost United anything? Would they have finished anywhere different?
One more round in the Champions League.
Do you think that they are a 6th place team? Like, by talent?
Yeah.
Man, 2nd place team last year. Amazing.
I think that I had at the beginning of the season, I said, like, once Man City is removed, the rest are very close. And Liverpool has proven me wildly wrong on that. Liverpool is on a different level, closer to Man City. And, like, not even closer, toe-to-toe with Man City. Mm-hmm. And United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. And yeah, they could be fucking 6th, man.
Yeah.
Like, the way their seasons have had, like, Tottenham started off looking like they were tired of being Tottenham. They have a new stadium coming. Looked like the most pro. They were closer. They got close to the top, and then they got altitude sickness, and they've been free falling since. United had to fire their manager. Arsenal, we talked about how they have a Champions League forward line with a championship defense.
Nope. Chelsea's been a soap opera all year.
Chelsea has one guy.
Well, basically.
One fucking guy.
They sold their main striker, got another old one on loan.
And
Giroud is still their best striker.
Eden Hazard. They don't care who their defense, their striker, their goalkeeper. It doesn't matter. And that guy he's watching house shows about about Madrid right now, getting ready to buy it.
So let's work our way up, man. Let's do top 4. Let's start there, and we're gonna look at Premier League top 4 and how that shaped out over the weekend. At the beginning of the weekend, every single team between Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, United were all alive for the top 4, and that is not the case anymore.
Yes, all alive to the tune of our host saying,
Oh, they might.
Manchester
might even have
the inside track on getting the fuck out.
Huddersfield, son. Relegated Huddersfield.
Comfortably relegated Huddersfield.
Been relegated for weeks.
Yeah, I think only the second in history worst record when they got relegated. Huddersfield.
Well, let's start you off how that went down on Sunday because all those big games were played on Sunday. I mean, shit, actually, let's start Saturday. Bournemouth with a 1-0 over 9-man Tottenham. They just...
So last week, West Ham beat Tottenham, after which Pochettino said, "Oh my God, the house is on fire. The kids are all dying. The plague. Our crops are gonna die." You know.
Yeah, it seems like he wasn't exaggerating.
And at the time, he looked like a little bitch, but he is either a prophet or his team just followed his attitude reflects leadership, and they were just like, "Yeah, we're fucking dying," and like everybody just lost their shit because Tottenham.
They're ravaged with injuries.
But
it's
like when somebody like Son just comes in and he's generally a very emotionally detached kind of player and loses his shit for no reason. Fucking Foyth comes on at halftime.
2 minutes later.
May the Foyth be with you.
Oh man, struggle.
Is there like a textbook opposite of an impact sub if there ever was one?
Yeah, so they went down to 9 after that. So right, because Son came off before.
He came off right before halftime at the 43rd minute. They came back and at 0-0, they got a second sending off to Juan Foyth and played basically the whole second half with 9 men, and it took Bournemouth. And 91st minute Nathan Ake header to get 3 points from this game.
So all they've had since a win at Manchester City is a win at home against Manchester City is a win against Brighton. They've had 3 straight losses. That's not how you want to come into the Champions League.
I think they've lost the most games they have in a Premier League season under Pochettino.
How amazing is that though that they started off with like their best start ever? And now they've lost the most ever under.
Yeah, I remember fucking laughing at you when you were telling me about how Tottenham still got it. And I was like, dude, they got a 7-point lead. Any professional fucking club would keep a 7. I mean, sorry, Liverpool, you guys also lost a 7-point lead. I forgot.
That's how it is.
7 points ain't as safe as we used to think.
No, not at all. We'll keep that in mind when we look at some of these other races coming up. So to follow that up, Tottenham totally win and they're in, and they drop all 3. So they invite themselves to be at a risk of missing the top 4 overall. United still even in play there. Chelsea definitely in play there. They can go above Tottenham, and they take the field next and smash Watford 3-0.
Oh, yeah. Chelsea, the only fucking team that actually saw opportunity in Tottenham's demise and immediately went out and secured themselves Champions League football for next season.
Now, he didn't play Hazard at all, or he subbed him?
Subbed
him on for the Europa match. So
yes.
Are we going to
played most of the second half?
We're going to give him the props here and say, oh, man, like you saved him for this match because you knew how important that was.
Well, N'Golo Kante got subbed off 6 minutes into this game because he got injured.
6 minutes? I didn't know it was that soon. I know he got injured.
So I don't know how much, in terms of taking care of his players, we should give him credit for. 10th minute he got off, but like starting in the 6th minute, you know. Mm-hmm. But they secured their Champions League, and that's basically the stated ambition of this team at the start. I don't know how Sarri did it. This has been the team that has been derided, I would even say, the most next to Manchester United. You know, and like we said, Manchester United has already fired their coach. And
so this is it, man. This is it. This is Arsenal's chance to have a St. Totteringham's Day.
No, Tottenham.
Tottenham Day.
St. Totteringham's Day.
St. Totteringham's Day.
Which hasn't, by the way, happened since 2017. Congratulations, Spurs people.
And they
would need basically a 7-2 victory and a 2-0 loss by Tottenham.
For what? For the last week.
For them to on goal difference of 1 pass.
Yep. So Arsenal walk out at home against recently saved Brighton. Brighton know they're safe. They have Arsenal and Man City, and Arsenal and Man City to end the season. And Arsenal lays a dud here, man. Lays an egg. What's up? What's up with that?
They got a penalty for their goal, and they gave up a penalty in return. And it was a shit game. I think that whatever celebrations they had after the Thursday's victory over Valencia carried over, and they didn't have the energy. And they choked.
They did what Arsenal does.
Yeah, they did the move, and
man, like how much more like they're being invited into the top four. They looked
straight at the Spurs in the middle of one of the worst Spursies you've ever seen, and said, "Hold my beer." Spurs are like, wow, who would have ever thought that our cushion would have been Arsenal being stupid?
So we mentioned the United result as they draw away to Huddersfield Town, which ended their top four hopes. So they're done. They can't even they're going to Europa next year. That's what it is. And I just wanted to mention the great Spursy of 2016 because we talked about it, of course, like the last day we were watching that game. We were watching that day together.
Newcastle relegated
5-1.
Yes, I remember.
And Arsenal wins 4-0.
Papi might have scored a goal in that game.
And Arsenal wins 4-0 over Aston Villa. If those two results were to be repeated,
and this is not mentioning the previous incident in the early 2000s, what is now known legendarily as the case of the dodgy lasagna.
The dodgy lasagna?
Yes, the dodgy lasagna is famous in Arsenal lore because the last day half the Spurs team ate lasagna at the hotel. They got the shits and
bang.
Lost out in fourth place because they lost that game. They had to play like youth team players and shit, and Arsenal went out and fucked up their opponents. And
wow.
So the dodgy lasagna.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, if those results from the great Spursy of 2016 were to be repeated in the final week, that would put Arsenal through and Tottenham in Europa. What's the chances? You got Arsenal away to Burnley, Tottenham at home to Everton.
This is what I think is going to happen. Why don't I just get into it? I think that Everton defeat Tottenham and Arsenal tie.
Yeah,
that's just going to happen.
Away to Burnley, yeah. I see it.
Yes,
I see it coming.
That coupled with a Man United useless win at the end of the season will have Arsenal finish comfortably in
6th.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't see, like, those are the teams that...
I've just called Arsenal to be 6th a couple of months ago, so I'm really just hoping that those things happen. I'm just trying to push my agenda.
Well, it should be fascinating. I mean, it's not as fascinating as it could have been, but, I mean, we'll see. You never know, man. You never know.
It's fascinating, especially since all the games happen at the same time, and Liverpool and City will be playing at the same time as these fucking idiots. So
well, there it is. EPL.
It's good that it got settled mostly.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's only 2 games to watch, and that is Newcastle. Well, no. Talk about those games later. But those games are still in play because Newcastle gave it their best shot against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And almost did it. Almost fucking did it.
Until about the 86th minute, until Divock happened.
Vladdy.
Oh, dude, he picks it up. Like, when you fuck up late, Vladdy will come and get you.
I mean, he's good for the Everton win. He's good for... I thought he won another game, too. He's
I thought
he won. He's at least good for those 6 points.
Yeah, I thought that was a 2
But, yeah, no doubt. Huge goals. Liverpool grind that one
out.
It
was Sturridge that had the Chelsea result in, I think, the FA Cup or something.
The Chelsea. I think that was also Premier League. I think that was. So, Newcastle almost pull it off, but Liverpool get all 3 points. Salah goes off on a stretcher in this game, concussion. He's out for Barcelona game. That's not a huge deal. That would have been monumental to overturn that 3-0.
Before the game started, if you told me Salah goes off, I'd have been like, whoa, how many goals?
Yeah. He had one nice goal.
He had a nice goal. He had an assist too, I believe.
I'm not sure.
He balled out.
No, he
and
didn't.
then he passed out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Ball out till you drop out.
So I'll be interested to see if he plays against
play.
Wolves.
He'll play.
It's Wolves. That's why he won't play Barca.
I think that it's for the fans, but the Barca result, like whatever they get, they'll take. But they're not going to risk somebody on a 3-0 reverse. Mm-hmm. And even with Firmino, and especially with like Firmino's how the season is ending, like what are you going to do? Have them chase a 3-0 for 90 minutes and then on Sunday Wolves are going to run all over them? Like, I think that is the smart decision, even if he's not,
Interesting conundrum. And today's result is what makes it even more interesting next week. Manchester City with a 1-0 over a hard-fought 1-0, damn near a miracle 1-0.
Calm the fuck down. That's not a miracle. When it happens in the 7th with 20 minutes left in the game, in a game that like the whole both teams are playing in their.
You would have told me before the game though that Vincent Kompany, who plays 10 games a season, starts the game and has a maraud into the middle of the fucking field where nobody picks him up, in a crazy goal too.
Yeah, it was a very, very good goal. In a game where you've seen goalkeepers score, stuff like defender shooting, though rare, is not to be qualified as a miracle, I don't think. If he had done it in the 96th minute, then I would have given it. But the goal in itself, forget what we were discussing in terms of wordage, the goal in itself was one of the best I've ever seen from such distance.
So, and we kind of talked about it beforehand. I was texting a buddy of mine, when you see City kicking a bunch of balls into the box, you're winning. Like Leicester was playing them tough, man. Like that looked like they should at least got a point.
Leicester went for the point, played really, really tough, but didn't have much going forward. And City
Vardy
were cutting
did nothing. Vardy did shit.
City cut off service. Mm-hmm. They were not trying to let Vardy anywhere near the ball, so
they got opened up at the end.
Even though it affected their own offensive performance, I think that City really put in the work to shut off as soon as Leicester gets the ball. They don't advance far. They had a few chances, but every professional team is going to,
Yeah.
But the defensive work in this game by City was really good in cutting that off. Once they cut off Vardy, they camped out there. They were there for the second half, especially. It started, and until they scored, I think Leicester got it out one time.
Yeah.
So
second half was domination for sure.
If it wasn't him, 2 minutes later, Gundogan would have scored from 3 feet. I mean, shots from 3 feet ahead, or they were just starting to.
They were peppering them at that point.
Yeah. Which, unless that miracle shot, like you said, happens, I guess Leicester was willing to take their chances, and they were playing good. They played for a 0-0 and got beat 1-0.
Yeah. Yep. Huge victory. I love that it was Kompany that got that goal. Amazing stuff. He said the midfielders were like, no, don't shoot it.
You didn't see Aguero at the end when they were coming off at the end, and he was walking to Aguero. You see Aguero saying no, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, pretty much though. I mean, that's what it was.
In all fairness, I would expect most midfielders and attackers on that team to just be pissed off that you're shooting when they all think they're open.
Oh, of course.
They always think they're always open.
Yep. Really good. All right. Yeah. So that's it, man. So City go final day. They're a point up. All they need is a win. It's not all against Brighton, it's away. And as we just saw, Brighton, Huddersfield still playing tough.
Yeah, man.
Still playing tough, so it's no
with the Benson and Hedges stuck behind their ears.
I think Poole, I don't know, man. I mean, the injuries hurt no Firmino and Salah. I mean, well, they'll play.
They both play.
They'll play that game.
They both play.
The Wolves. Yeah. They'll ransack Wolves, I think, man.
I don't know.
At
Wolves, especially in the second half of the season, have been quite a challenge. The first leg at Wolves, they beat them 2-0 easy, actually. But I think that this Wolves team is much more mature. And having seen how Leicester, even today, Watford. All these teams are playing Huddersfield. Like you'd expect Wolves to come in and really try to put in a performance because there's fear of embarrassment. Like you don't want to be the team that laid down and somebody got a championship. They're gonna be celebrating on that fucking field with you in that video forever.
Yeah, pretty much. I want nothing. What was that? 2012 when City won it. Aguero. Was that 2012? I want nothing like that. I want like a 4-0. Like let's wrap this shit up early, man.
That's what I'm curious about. Like,
the games, the last few games for both teams have been like grinded out struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say, like in terms of this might be the best Premier. I mean, not might be. I think this is clearly the best Premier League race since the Premier League started in '92 because it's always been. If it's this many points, it's just one team, and they win it early. You know, and like to have two teams that might finish with what 98 or 96 or something,
98, 97,
98, 97. Like
that's 30 wins and still not win the title. That's crazy.
Imagine, like nobody can say you didn't do the job.
Nah.
Like like say City or Liverpool don't like City if they don't have a lot more to answer for because they just have such a deep squad and they're the defending champions. But like. Either way, like you put up 90, even the current 95 and 94 points. Yeah. Leicester won the league with 81 points. Yeah. 81 fucking points would have been a good, comfortable third. It would have been Tottenham if they didn't collapse this season. They would have ended up with about 81 points.
Yeah. It has been fascinating. They were pretty much neck and neck, and then Liverpool, like you said, opened up that 7-point gap. And then they just drew their way to to City getting back in it, and it's been back and forth. Really fun stuff. All right, let's move along to the last title left out there to even discuss, and that's the Bundesliga. We'll also talk their top four as well. Here we're going to start you at the top, work our way down there. So let's talk about Bayern. Bayern came out and announcing that Ribéry is gone on a free. After this game, they came out and...
What more than a fish sandwich could you make for a 37-year-old player?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody takes you on a lunch meeting to discuss him, that's the fee.
That's the fee, right?
Like, you're paying... Like, nah, just get your appetizer, dude.
Yeah.
All right, good. You can have Ribéry. Like... Because he's useful to them, but like you can't.
Yeah, for sure. No,
not particularly coachable. Might knock out half your team. Like,
you think he's retiring? You think he'll retire? MLS. He should come to MLS.
I could see him go to Turkey. He's a legend out there, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, you don't know he played in Turkey.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for I think
or Galatasaray.
I want to say Gala. Yeah, and he might go back there. Like he likes it.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
Might go to Asia. We don't know. They got the monies.
The money, yeah, for sure. Well, he still scored in this game. The third and final goal. They beat Hanover 3-1. They do their job that they were supposed to do. Bayern.
That's what they do. FC Hollywood.
FC Hollywood. And this is all. They had a 1-point lead on Dortmund coming into this game. And Dortmund, 2-0 at half. They're up.
Against? Mention, please. Come on.
Werder Bremen.
So they're 2-0 up against Werder. They're happy, everybody partying. Sancho did something, so-and-so did. What? It seems like every Dortmund game. Yo, can you believe what Sancho did? Royce, that little chip. Oh, and then Zagadou fucked him in the back. Or Pijak didn't clear it, and they gave it up.
Gave it up in like 5 minutes, I think. 70th minute goal and a 75th minute to Claudio Pizarro.
Who is about approximately
47?
193 years old.
He played for like everybody too, didn't he? He's 40. He's fucking 40.
Dude, Bayern Munich must love that they're like ex-player from like 15 years ago still fucking up Dortmund for them.
That's pretty amazing. Dude got an assist from Ludwig Augustinsson. Anyway, Dortmund fucking blow this 2-2. They fall 4 points back.
They want none of this. Why don't y'all listen to them? They do not want anything to do with this title race. They want to be the second best team in Germany. That is their stated goal, I think, at this point.
We don't want them to take our players.
Yeah, that's why their new rivalry is RB.
RB.
Because they're going to pass them. Especially when they get fucking
I was looking at that.
Nagelsmann.
It's still close. So Dortmund here, 4 points back now. 2 games, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's pretty far of a stretch at this point.
So they're 4 points behind Bayern Munich and 5 points ahead of third place RB Leipzig.
Yep.
I think Leipzig catching them is the more realistic of the two.
You think a loss and 2 losses? The loss and a draw?
You laugh, but why not? They've let in 42 goals. 40 fucking 2 goals, and Leipzig has allowed 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see that.
Well, that's pretty cool because Leipzig plays Bayern. That would actually, if they were to win, they'd put them back in.
I retract my statement from previously. Timo Werner
remember
probably
they
already has signed his Bayern contract, so he ain't trying to fuck it.
And do you remember, I believe, they neither Mönchengladbach, Dortmund, and Bayern Frankfurt at the very end. And yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Good too. Yeah, they're right there.
That's a pretty interesting ending, But all those teams are involved in the top 4 and the title race. Go ahead, Bundesliga. Yeah, I wrote down like 8 games for upcoming. Like that's how many are fucking relevant. Ridiculous. No doubt.
None of them relevant, man. Bayern Munich champions.
It matters, man, who gets 4th place. Because 4th place is Frankfurt, Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach, Wolfsburg, and on an outside tip, Hoffenheim. 3 points separate those 5 teams with 2 games to go.
And Leverkusen just shit all over fucking Eintracht Frankfurt is how they caught them. You saw that this weekend?
I didn't. 6-1.
That's how you lasso a fucking motherfucker back. They're like, what? We need 3 points to catch him? Hold on. What?
Damn.
Work on that goal difference, too.
Mönchengladbach and Hoffenheim played each other and a 2-2 draw. So they didn't really do anything in Leipzig with the
Frankfurt would give their left nut for a 2-2 draw. 6-1.
Yeah. And Wolfsburg with a 2-0 over Nuremberg. You don't know Nuremberg.
You don't know Nuremberg. We're more polo than me.
But that's pretty tight, man, for there to be 5 teams still involved in the top 4 race. That's pretty exciting if you're a Bundesliga follower. Fucking Fox would show their games. Fuck. I looked for that Dortmund game and the shit wasn't even on, dude. It's like, how is this not as the 12:30 game on a Saturday, dog? What the fuck?
Fox try to avoid giving you the free Fox games. They want that Fox Sports 1? You have some sort of package?
No, I even looked at that.
And then you do that, and they move on to the Fox Sports 2, which comes on like only like 3 Martian satellites and Russia or something.
And then they want you to buy the app, which I used to have when they had Champions League suckers. Anyway, all right, man, Bundesliga. Moving along, Serie A top 4, as this is still a race. Congratulations to Juventus. I think they have won the title since the last time that we actually had a show.
Sure. They've won the title since the season started.
It was over when they signed Mr. Rapey.
Shit, they were going undefeated before they signed Mr. Rapey.
Yeah.
So,
with all that being said, top 4 is... No. 3rd place, 4th place, 5th place, 6th place. So Inter, Atalanta, Milan, and Roma, they are all separated by 4 points with 3 games to go. So that's a lot to play for.
I motion to go down to 7th and include Torino with their 57 points.
Okay.
Which will make it
they're 5 points out of
6 point gap from 3rd to 7th.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Worth mentioning, Torino has been balling.
Yeah, and only 3 games. Not only, but there is 3 games left, so there's 9 points to be played for.
Yeah, a lot of big games left to play for here. And this week, that played out in the form of Torino getting a point away to Juventus. Aforementioned Mr. Rapey with the goal to tie here. And Inter lay a dud here, 0-0 at like 17th place Udinese.
Inter need to go to team shrink, dude.
Yes, bring in Mourinho. That'll
that's
make it
gonna,
real
that's
good.
Gonna stop everything. But like they have been a bit of a clown car, and it's only like less noticeable because AC Milan is in the midst of some sort of clown activities themselves.
It's true. Atalanta take care of their business with a 3-1 over Lazio. They've been wrecking shop recently. And as mentioned, Milan pull out, though, a 2-1 over Bologna, which is why they're probably even in this discussion because they've had such a free fall the last few weeks.
Yeah, man.
Red cards galore in this game. So 5 out of 5, what was that, 4, 7, 8? Out of their last 9 games, they've had 5 losses, 2 draws. That sucks.
Milan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this game, they started with Lucas Biglia in midfield, and he got injured. They played him in midfield because Bakayoko apparently in their little training session or whatever showed up late, and so they're pissed off at him, and so he scratched him off the team sheet. 25 minutes later, Lucas Biglia gets injured, so he tells Bakayoko, get ready. Bakayoko takes his sweet time because he's known for being late. Like that's so bad. I mean, like he was just doing
late
like
today.
That was just late, like a couple of days ago. Now you want him to be on time? Like he obviously doesn't get it. So he goes back and starts talking to him. At which point, according to Italian newspapers, Bakayoko tells Gattuso to fuck off. So Gattuso goes back and gets Jose Mauri and puts him in instead of Bakayoko.
Damn, AC. Damn, no doubt, Bakayoko.
After which, Lucas Paqueta got fucking sent off.
Damn. Also, red cards here for Bologna.
And injury time.
Injury to 2.
Both.
Really? Both of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
both for argument and just little handbag action.
2-1, though, man. AC get all 3 points.
Without Piatek scoring, it must be said, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Why am I missing? Are they playing a midweek game or something? Oh, there they are. Roma, Genoa. Draw Genoa at home. Or away to Genoa. They've tightened up their D, though, since Ranieri's come in. They're not giving up crazy goals.
Rumors of an offer for Mourinho from Roma, and them finishing top 4 and qualifying for Champions League is
prerequisite.
Yeah, and like so many young players you could destroy. That's awesome. You're just gonna come in just Zaniolo? You ain't shit,
man. But
what, Clivert? You ain't shit either.
But if he comes back to Serie A, like that fits his MO as far as style of play. Yes, no.
They fucking hate him. Like the press thinks that he's the most overrated. They're like, he gets a lot because Serie A coaches are actually very much known for their tactical acumen.
Yeah.
And they're like, in England, I guess they think he's the shit, but we think that he's just another fucking manager. Yeah. Like the Inter fans like him and the whatever ownership, whatever, I don't know about. But as far as when he was there, they did a whole study to show how many missed calls that Inter got when they on a year that they won the championship, to show him that if the calls had gone right, they would have been in second place behind AC Milan or something, and he lost his shit. Like that's how bad they had it out for him.
Wow, that's a lot. That's going there,
dude. Like, but there's nowhere he could really go that there isn't a war to be had, though.
Oh, no, absolutely. That's his style, though. That's his style at that. So, all right. Yeah, that's Serie A, man. Top 4 battle. A lot to play for. So there's still some exciting, a lot of exciting soccer left to play in a bunch of leagues. All right. Moving along. Finally, the final back 4 spot, La Liga, top 4. This is almost shaping up to be like the EPL top 4 as teams are like backing in. Like
except nobody got a champion.
Yeah, there's a champion who was crowned, I believe.
Sorry. There's a campione.
They've won since we last had an episode, I believe. But yeah, Barcelona.
No, they had secured it last weekend when Messi came on as a sub and won the game, and they went into the first. Oh, we talked about it on the Champions League that they had won it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But either way, top 4 is still a thing.
And nobody wants it. It's hot potatoes here too. Sevilla got fucked up, didn't they?
Yep.
I think that we're going to have a Getafe.
Sevilla got blanked 3-0 at home to Leganes.
Yeah.
Getafe took care of their business 2-0 over Girona. And
after last week beating Sevilla. So
Valencia did some shit they don't normally do. They put up 6 on Huesca.
Maybe I'm afraid they might have used up all
their
their goals.
Goal allocation.
They need 2 this week.
What's more realistic for Valencia? That's crazy. They're in the same. Well, not really, but they're only 3 points back. So Getafe, Valencia, Sevilla are all there 3 points back with 2 games to play.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I think Getafe take it.
Okay.
I think Getafe take it because they're playing really good football, and I think that Valencia, this Thursday's game might fuck them in terms of like recovering in time for the league, and Sevilla, I think they're just a clown show right now.
So the upcoming games,
but watch, this is how it's going to end, right? Sevilla 4, Valencia Getafe 6.
Do Barca, Getafe, Atleti, Sevilla, Valencia, Alaves this week. So
Athletic, Sevilla?
Barca going, yeah. They'll play a real team, but Barca will probably rotate.
They lost this to Celta Vigo 2-0 this past weekend after they had won it. So
they played like the C team, man.
Yeah, but they won't be that pressed to, like, the game is on Tuesday, and the biggest rest people were Messi and Suarez. Yeah. By Sunday, they're not going to be like, we got a game in June, so we're going to get rested. Like, they're trying to ball. Yeah. You know? There's 2 games left, and it wouldn't surprise me if Messi, out of those 2 games, played about 120 minutes or so.
60, yeah, for sure. All right. So, with all that being said, man, La Liga top 4 is still in play. Like I keep saying, a lot of relevant soccer still to play. All right, we're going to move along. You got something?
Yeah, this League 2 this year has had a very underrated good year. If you remember, Betis was like right up in 4th, and a slight skid, the way Tottenham did this season, has them now down at 13th with 44 points. You remember just a few weeks ago, like about 5 weeks ago, we were talking about how good they were doing and how they were sneaking up on a top 4. Just this conversation we had, and they are in 13th place.
Yeah. So
it gets real quick.
It's that time of year. All right. Moving along, midfield. Word up. All right, we're going to hit you off with the rest of the Premier League results. People are still playing for potential European spots. Yeah, if Manchester City win the FA Cup, that spot goes to the 7th place team. So there's still a little something to play for some other teams. Relegation has been locked down. Everton with a 2-0 over Burnley. Everton's still in that race for 7th. They've been on a nice little run of.
Should have mentioned that when we were talking about the Wolves game. Man, I thought that the losing finalist was gonna advance.
Yeah.
So because now Wolves. They've secured 7th place. They're not going nowhere. Yeah. There's 4-point gap with 1 game left.
Oh damn! Yeah, no doubt. Hold up though. No. There's something else. It's if Arsenal or Chelsea win Europa, so I think there's 2 spots because because they'll get the Champions League.
Unpack your bag, Wolves, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Yeah,
I do, but I think the 8th place is still in play for Europe, like on some hypothetical shit. But Everton 2-0 over Burnley. We mentioned the Bournemouth-Tottenham result. West Ham 3-0 over Southampton, another team, I believe, in that race for 8th or whatever it is, hypothetical European spot. And Wolves came and got a hard-fought 1-0 over Fulham. Palace and Cardiff. Cardiff needing all 3 points to stay up. And did you see any of that game?
A little bit.
They had some gripes with the refereeing, some tough calls, but in the end, they got hit up 3-2. They're going down, down.
I get what you're saying in terms of that individual game, but they have 31 points. If they win their next game, they'll have 34 points. Generally, it's said that 40 points is what saves you. So just because Brighton and Southampton just happen to be just shit enough to make you look good, like Cardiff deserved to go down, and it sucks because their reinforcement was supposed to be Emiliano Sala, and they had the plane accident. So,
Yep, tough out there. Real tough. Now you're down.
You get a golden parachute, though. They get a lot of money when they go down, so they can actually flex their money properly. They might be able to come back.
Really?
Yeah, when the relegation team gets a lot of money, like compared to the championships, like the teams that stay in the championship but are still towards the top.
Yeah. Because they get the cut of the Premier League money, basically. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so Cardiff going down. That's done. Cardiff, Huddersfield, Fulham, all being relegated. I believe. What is it? Is it Leeds? Leeds United already in. Norwich.
No, Leeds is in the
playoff.
Norwich and Sheffield United
are on their way
Not to
up.
be confused with Sheffield Wednesday. But Sheffield United and Norwich, and then Leeds play against Derby County.
There's Aston Villa in there too, right?
Aston Villa plays, I forget who it is.
Is that John Terry coached Aston Villa?
Assistant coach.
Okay.
He's not the manager, but Derby's Frank Lampard. Who, funnily enough, is going to be playing against Marcelo Bielsa, who had the spying thing earlier in the season, and absolutely did that video where he shows he basically owns Frank Lampard.
Really?
And on the 28th minute, they will take a piss. And then this, like the way he broke it down, like that dude was like, really? He knows all their moves.
Wow, that's funny. Damn. All right. We already mentioned those. Yeah, that's it. We already talked about all the other games.
Yep.
Premier League wrapped up. One more week to go. La Liga roundup. We talked about a lot of these as well. So we're looking at Espanyol with a 3-0 over Atletico Madrid, even though Atletico Madrid are 6 points clear of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
For that second place spot. So they would have to lose both games. Real Madrid would win both.
I don't know what their tiebreaker is.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. But Real Madrid hit off Villarreal with a 3-2. Celta Vigo with the 2-0 over Barcelona actually secured their safety, didn't it?
Yep.
They were down there. Villarreal and Celta looking threatened all year, and they turned it around.
Doesn't secure their safety because there's still 2 games left, and they're only 3 points out of. But yeah, they're a little safer.
They're in position. Yeah,
safer.
Both of them are still there, 40 points. Major 3 points though for both of them.
We thought Villarreal had escaped, and like they're getting roped back in.
Yeah, for sure. And they lost to Real Madrid, as you mentioned earlier.
Mariano
Eibar,
double.
Oh, yeah,
for Real.
Eibar with the 1-0 over Real Betis, and the rest of the games we definitely mentioned. Huesca relegated.
Yes.
Done, gone. La Liga wrapped up. Serie A, rest of the remaining games, matches. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we mentioned most of these games. That's Atlanta. We mentioned that. Napoli with the 2-1. Just
secure second.
Yep. Chievo's already been relegated. Frosinone relegated. And Empoli, Udinese, and Genoa Bologna, Parma, still a relegation fight for that last spot in Serie A. Boom.
A lot of bad teams at the bottom in Serie A.
It is, isn't it? Bundesliga really quick. As we mentioned most of these games already too. Damn, Schalke with the 1-1 draw, they get safe. So they were looking relegation
yeah.
in the relegation in the face.
Kind of. They were looking at the relegation playoff in the face, and they're not gonna lose 2 games to a second division team.
Yeah. Last and always least, Ligue 1. Marseille just blowing any opportunities. They creep back up on that top 4, but they're pretty much done there. 1-1 draw to Strasbourg. PSG just total shit since they went out of the Champions League. 1-1 draw here. Neymar still playing though.
Cavani comes back from injury.
Cavani back.
But Mbappe is still red carded.
Saint Etienne 3-2 over Monaco, and Lyon and Lille battle to a 2-2 draw. That was second and fourth place playing each other.
I think that secures Lille's second place. And
nope, there's 3 games left, and they have a 6-point lead. So that was pretty. It was actually could have been closer than. Lyon fucked that chance up. So 6 points. That's still a race. Lyon, and Saint Etienne are in there for the Champions League spot, Champions League qualification spot. Lille, the front runner here.
And I think though, like from Montpellier in 5th, the result allows Lille, like they're guaranteed the Champions League spot. Even if the Lyon passes them and stuff, they're not gonna get caught by the 5th place
because
team.
they play Saint Etienne this week, so that must be part of it. But yeah, and Marseille and Lyon play this week too. Marseille still in there, no. They're still in there on a long shot for the Europa spot, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. Word up. That's Ligue 1. Moving along, man. Champions League preview. Got 3 Champions League games left in the season. We'll start you off with Tuesday's matchup, which is Barcelona away to Liverpool. An injured Liverpool, no Firmino, no Salah. That's kind of disappointing. Would like to see a full strength team go at it, but man, they got manhandled in the first match. But Anfield's always different in Europe.
Yeah, they played a good game in the first match. They didn't take their chances, and for that, I think is one of the reasons why. Like, I think that if the first leg had finished 0-0, for example, I don't know about Mo because he had a concussion and you don't want to fuck somebody's life up over a game. But I think that Firmino plays in this game. I don't think that they're just going to sit him and wait for the Wolves game, you know. But that being said,
do you think he'll rotate like other players? Do you think Van Dijk plays the game?
Yeah, I think they do. I don't think that you concede on 3-0.
You don't.
And the shit could get really embarrassing.
So you're looking at starting
what
Origi and Sturridge?
But, I mean, you got Shaqiri,
Origi, and Mane.
Yeah, or Shaqiri, yeah.
Fuck it.
Sturridge, or whatever. Like, you can even, play a different formation and accommodate.
I wonder if Ox will play. I know he's back.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You got guys, like, just because if it's your forward line that's hurt, like, even if you're going to play the 4-3-3 the way they do with different players, it wouldn't be effective anyway, so he might just play a different formation.
Would a 3-0 overcoming a 3-0 this year, considering the injuries, would that surprise you more than the Roma result last year?
Yes.
Yeah, the Roma result wasn't crazy surprising, actually, because Roma was just scoring like ridiculous goals last year.
They
had chances in that first leg too.
And they couldn't handle Dzeko in that first leg, and he was causing pandemonium. And they were not playing defensively the way they are now. And I would be surprised most of all because Roma happened. Yeah. If you turn around and next year again give up a 3-0 after Messi was like, it hurt so bad this year we're going to go hardcore and stuff, I would be super surprised.
Yeah.
But as far as opponents, like Liverpool has capabilities even without Mo Salah and Roberto Firmino.
Yeah.
So, if they show them the appropriate respect, I think the game is done.
Done, yeah.
But
and I think they will.
And I think
They will. They rested, like you said, rested the players this weekend.
Yep.
Like,
They put out guys on the team that, like, have you ever seen Wagwe before? Mm-hmm. Young Red Buck.
That's what I'm saying. He played the C team, and I looked at that lineup. I was like, damn, I am.
Some of those guys, that's going to be their only Barca game of their career.
Barcelona still in line for the treble, man. Copa del Rey final already.
Yep.
Champions
Scared.
and on the verge of Champions League finals, man. That's major. Ronaldo did the treble twice.
What treble?
He was with England and no. Oh, well, England. Manchester United, the 99. He was not the 99. The 08. I mean, they weren't a treble. They weren't a. Okay.
The 99 team, though.
So that's the one thing he doesn't have.
And then when he came to Madrid, like I think he
never
won the
won
league once.
Yeah, once.
And that was on a year that
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah,
Okay.
twice. Once with Zidane, once with Jose.
Okay. So yeah, and in the Copa, Barca has won like the last 5 or 6. So
Yeah. Yeah.
like the whole period of time, right? In the last time when they won 3 in a row, Barca was winning the Copa and the league for all of those except one, where the Madrid had the league.
Yep. I think the 1 year they. Anyway, all right. So man, definitely gonna watch. Tune in. Wednesday's game though is still in the balance. You have an injury-ravaged Tottenham team.
Messi has 2 trebles.
Yeah, 2 trebles. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. It's 15.
I mean, I was waiting for you to come there. You decided you didn't want to say it.
15 and
so
11.
since he's playing tomorrow, Messi has 2 trebles.
Thank you. I did want to say it, and I couldn't. I was like, I gotta think about the other ones. Was it the year they lost to Gareth Bale? And then I stopped wanting to think about it. I was like, I can't remember. Thank you for that. So yes, the 15 and the 11. 11?
Pep's first year and Enrique's first year.
And okay. Damn. All right. So the other game, Tottenham injury ravaged. Then you have Ajax at home on a 1-0 victory away in the first leg. So they have an away goal.
Van de Beek, Johnny Van de Beek.
That's it. Yeah. With a nice goal. This could still go either way, though. Spurs can show up and do that.
Yeah, they could. They lost 1-0. Like, it's not a disaster. Like,
Son didn't play that game. He'll play this game.
Yeah, he'll have 45 minutes more rest than he had planned to have.
This is it. He only got 2 games.
He's 45 minutes more prepared for this game than he had anticipated he would be.
Yep. He's like, fuck it. I'm trying to get rested.
Yeah. I don't know if Juan Foyth is going to get the same treatment for his ending off.
Nah, it's not at all.
But
Ajax,
I think
Ajax at home here.
Ajax at home, it's still Ajax looks very much like a team of destiny this season, and I'm looking forward to the Johan Cruyff final.
Yeah,
Ajax against Barca.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
So also, it would be very intriguing to watch Luis Suarez go up against another one of his old employers and just go ape on him and just try to start a fight with the cleaning lady and the tea man and all of that.
I love that he celebrated too when he scored against his goal.
I had no doubt. It was just like, and everybody's so pissed off, but at least he didn't do a slide.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he always slides and shit. Like,
Did you see Jovic?
Oh, sorry.
The slide.
He did do a slide.
I did.
And the slide looked like what? Diving for Glory look.
T4G. Oh, did you see Jovic over the weekend?
Yeah.
Try to fail, slide fail.
That was against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah. The slide became a pole vault. But I always wondered why, like, that's the choice of, like, it seems like the most likely to injure a player celebration.
Yeah, because, like, you get tackled the wrong way and your knees bent back and, like, yeah.
I think if I ran like for 80 minutes and shit, my celebration would be like sitting down.
Yeah.
Whew. Can I rest now?
I like the Salah one when he did the Namaste.
More than the Nathan Ake for current events levels?
No, what do you do? What do you do?
The Arya Stark.
Oh, he did.
Dropped it. That was that.
Oh, that's dope. I missed that, dude. That's sweet. That's real sweet. So yeah, all Spurs hate aside, I really want to see Ajax win the game. I just don't think Tottenham have a chance against Barcelona. I think Ajax could be a problem for them.
I think that
Barcelona would be the favorite by far. But
I think that by the time the final gets to, a lot of Spurs players will be healthier, and a full Spurs team is
who hasn't been playing though.
Understood.
No rhythm.
Understood. But one game, a one-off. Like if you were to play Spurs in a home and home, it's different. But finals are different, dude. Like I've seen Greece take a tournament that they didn't deserve at all. You know, just based on performances on a one-off. And if Spurs make it there, I think that Mauricio Pochettino is a fucking amazing enough coach to where he will make sure they're a headache. They're not going to be brushed aside by anybody. You've been doing that at your own risk, even at the first leg. And like, I don't know. I really like Ajax this season. They look like a team of destiny, but it's far from over. And if they can beat Ajax in advance, then they can anything that
if you win
Ajax
the game. And trust me, I definitely subscribe to that. Like in a one-off, man. Like you've seen it too many times. You've seen teams play
much lesser teams. This is a time to this would be the third time they're playing Barca this season, and they've tied them once. They got the ass beat once, but like familiarity too. So like it wouldn't be the same. They wouldn't have the jitters at the beginning. They've played them.
And championship for the Spurs, dude. You telling me they wouldn't have the jitters, man? How many of those has that team played for?
But more than an Ajax team with a Southampton striker and Dusan Tadic? let's really analyze who we're talking about, dog. Like the real
future
Ajax,
Barcelona team. What do you mean?
The real Ajax players are either on their way to Barcelona or mostly play for Tottenham. They have like 5 ex-Ajax players. They gave them a bump, and like everybody knows nobody in Tottenham pays. And they still fucking tower over Ajax in salary.
Yeah.
And they snatch their players when let's not think that Ajax is really good, but Tottenham is a big team that knocked out
for sure
Manchester City and Inter Milan.
They came back on group stage for sure. No. There's no. You know, I'm just giving conjecture, of course. Based on everything, you would think Barcelona would be a heavy favorite. But I just want to see Ajax. I mean, that's my personal thing.
Because
I've seen Barcelona.
I like the football, and I was hoping the Liverpool-Barca matchup would actually be a bit of an open event like that went back and forth.
It was a fun game, though. It was a fun game.
but it was.
Should have been.
It was fun, but not necessarily a lot of good football in that game. Whereas if it's with Ajax and Barca, I anticipate a lot more open. Defensively, not as good maybe, but they would go back and forth. And I think that if Mo Salah and all of them weren't as tired, if they had even met Barca at an earlier point in the season, I think that they would have scored one of those chances that they squandered. And I think that we would have seen if Barca had another level that they could have gone. And that is why I want Ajax to make it, is because I think that this team can push them. And the fact that they're Cruyff's team and all that will inspire them. And I want to see where they can go. Liverpool, due to whatever circumstances, it didn't work out for them. And they couldn't unlock that next level for Barca.
Yep.
Barca still won, even though everybody says Liverpool had an amazing game. They gave up 3.
If Firmino and Salah were playing, would you feel differently about their chances?
Yes. You'd have to say.
Yeah, for sure. But
I still think they'd lose.
Yeah.
A 3-0 deficit is
have to come out
it's historic to overturn it against even a lesser team, let alone. And this is Barca, and this year they've been really, really concentrating on getting the shutout and not getting scored on a lot. And last season's team, if you saw it, they got beat a bunch with where they were open. And this team, they're very, 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 very solid. In the Champions League last season, they were very shaky.
Yeah.
So I don't see them giving up 3. And I definitely do not see them not scoring one, and that's why I think it's going to be done. I think that Liverpool will play a solid game and show how good Klopp is and all that, and even score a goal, maybe even two. But I do think that Barca will score a goal in this game, and when that happens, I don't think that there is, especially without four.
No, they would have to score 4 at that point.
No.
Oh, 5.
Yes.
5. Yeah. Have to score 5. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, they are going to score. Then and without Salah, Firmino, none of that.
That's what I.
Yep, for sure. All right, that's Champions League, man. Exciting. See y'all Thursday on that note. Coming to the forward section. Yeah, hasta la vista. Let's hope I can say that when I see you on Monday. All right, awards. Dude of the week.
You can say that anytime. I'll be saying hasta la vista when I leave.
Yeah, I want to say it to Klopp, though. Awards, man. Dude of the week.
Dude of the week, I wanted to give to Mr. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I thought should have played last week in the Champions League game over Joe Gomez, but his performance over the weekend, he had 2 really good assists, one for Virgil, and he passes 11. Him and his teammate Robertson,
they were
both have 11 assists, and that is insane. Big up. I'm showing you the respect your coach didn't, son.
Well, he's like 19. He's young.
You're the dude of the week.
Yeah, he's baller.
Dude of the week your coach doesn't believe in.
Yeah. First time winner. Shout out. TAA.
Da.
Goal of the week, man, goes to Ta. What up, Ta? Goal of the week goes to.
This is very close, and we had a lot of Vincent Kompany.
yeah, Vinny.
Yeah,
my cousin Vinny. Yeah, just moment significance and just a wicked fucking shot by a center back.
Basically, you name what you want to call what your requirements for goal of the week are, and it will touch those, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And whether you want flash, distance, power, as long as you didn't want dribbling in it.
Man, that was after a 10-yard sprint with the ball, man. Sprint is being very generous.
Very.
All right, man. Upcoming games, and then we out of here, man. So EPL finale is the big thing. Happens this Sunday. Everybody plays at 10 a.m. As mentioned before, Brighton hosts Manchester City. Liverpool hosts Wolves. And for the fucking sake of it, I will mention Tottenham and Everton, Burnley and Arsenal again on a stretch. But you never know.
Hey, if they've given up the comfort of how many points, who are we to squabble about goal difference?
Yeah, for sure. La Liga finale, as mentioned. Not finale. This is their 36th week, I believe. Barca Getafe, Atleti Sevilla.
Barca won it.
Yeah, they already won. Valencia Alaves.
Barca won the league.
I know. That's back to back.
I know.
That's good shit. That's tough. That's always tougher to do.
Barca.
And for the treble. Serie A. Roma, Juve, Fiorentina, AC, Genoa, Atalanta, Inter face Chievo. That's your top 4 battle there. I forgot the Torino matchup, but those games go a long way into telling you what's going to happen with that league. And Bundesliga, RB Bayern, as mentioned, BVB hosts Dusseldorf, and then you got Hoffenheim, Werder, Nuremberg, Gladbach, Leverkusen, Schalke, Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Frankfurt, Mainz. All those games, obviously, there's a lot of teams still alive for that top 4. And finally, La Ligue 1 actually has Saint Etienne and Montpellier, as Saint Etienne still with that assault on the Champions League spot that Lyon are holding, and they play away to Marseille. That should always be a good game.
Yeah, and by assault, it means like slight poking at that spot.
True. It's like
I assault you with feathers.
It's like a Bill Cosby kind of assault.
Ooh.
That's it, man.
On that note,
matches in the books, man. Bill Cosby.
Oh, shit, Jello pudding, motherfuckers.
We out of here. Holla. Next week. Don't forget, Diving for Glory every Tuesday, every Monday, and every Monday, Thursday. Man, we done.
Diving. What do you think of Diving.
He's not a man. There's nothing more to say.
Diving.